Hi again, Doc with Fossil Creek Nursery. I want to give you a few helpful seasonal hints that might aid in your understanding and your care of the garden. Now, if you have tender young trees that have been planted, especially deciduous trees now we're talking about, planted within the last 3 years, chances are they need tree wrap around them during the winter. And our rule is Thanksgiving to Mother's Day, we leave the wrap on. Sun goes down low, attacks the side of the tree, causes sunburn, often heats up that vascular tissue, causes it to crack as the night turns cold. So if you haven't taken it off yet, by gosh, get that off. That's a place for insects to lay eggs, and then put it on again next Thanksgiving. Next, as the days get longer, it's hot as heck out here today, we're looking at plants deciding it's time to make food. And the way they make food is through sunlight, carbon dioxide, and water and essential nutrients, and they make carbohydrates. That's what they eat. So this is the time they worry about that and focus upon it. And to make more top growth, as long as you can support it with a good developed root structure, you feed it a little more nitrogen. Now, we're not talking about up 40 as the first number, but if you can add more nitrogen than you do the middle and the last number, you're going to get a little more top growth. And this is the time of the year for that. Next, if we look at gardening, this is a great time to understand that when things start to bloom, like the roses that are here with me, these are shrub roses and they don't need to be pruned. But if you've got hybrid teas, floribundas, grandifloras, even some bush roses, Morden Sunrise and some other popular varieties, it does help to prune them and prune them back to the next 5-leaf cluster. Out of that, just above that 5-leaf cluster, you prune it, take that stem away. That's where they produce a lot of the new growth. Also, this time of the year, we want to look at summer watering. Often with the days longer and hotter, most often the plants will work harder and they're going to need a little more moisture. But when plants aren't well developed, if they're newly planted within a year or two, even 3, they often don't have the root structure to take up too much water. So there is no hard and fast rule of 10 gallons or 5 gallons. Those are only guidelines. And it's best to get your knees dirty, get on the ground, dig down with a little trowel 8 or 10 inches without disturbing much root. Get down there and grab some soil and feel how moist it is. You get a sense by looking at the tree and feeling the moisture in the ground how to water. We back off on that a little as the days get longer and the sun goes down. But these are a few helpful hints for this time of the year in the garden. So take off that tree wrap. You want to be sure that you do a little pruning on the blooms and watch that summer watering and be sure that plants get enough. Until next time, thanks for being with us and happy gardening.